welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film a video on how I entertain my baby. So Maddison is 4 months old now and she just absolutely loves to be entertained and almost demands it now. She just can't be left on her own anymore to just look around. She really wants to be entertained, and she is still a little bit too small for, you know, those activity stations and bouncers and jumperoos. So I thought I would share with you just a few of the items that we use to keep Maddison entertained and keep her happy. Okay, so the first one, well, the first theme of toys, let's go with that, is this. This little rattle. Pretty much anything that makes noise, Maddison is a huge fan, especially like the rattly noise. For some reason she really likes it. So this little rattle here, you can all have one. They are from IKEA and I think it was like $2 maybe, and at least I know if I ever lost this and she became attached to it, I could definitely go and get another one. So carrying on from this noisy theme, this little wooden rattle. She likes this because she can actually hold this. It's probably just a little, it's thinner than this and harder. So she can actually hold it and she will actually shake it now. And she thinks that she can put this in her mouth. She can't, it doesn't fit in her mouth. She's too little, but she enjoys doing that. And then we have this one. See the theme? So this one's like a comforter, but it has a rattly head. So just, yeah. So it does have a little thing that she can hold on to, but she's not really interested in that. She just likes this, and because it is soft, she likes to put her mouth around, see its little snout area. She likes to put her mouth around that, so it keeps her entertained, and she likes the fact that it rattles and it's soft. The good thing about this one is that if she shakes this and pulls it back into her face, it doesn't hurt. Unlike this one, which she loves. Again, this one rattles too. She loves this one because she can really hold it, because it's got all these little bits and it's bright and she can shake it and it makes noise. We have had a few situations where she's been shaking it and she whacks herself in the face, and then obviously she cries because it hurts, and she doesn't mean to whack herself in the face, but she does. So at least with this one, that doesn't happen. And then of course this one, this was a gift, but she likes it. This one's really good. She can't, her hands are too little to hold it herself, but this one has like the crinkly paper and like different textured rings and the rattly end, and it does have this ring at the end that she could possibly hold on to, but she doesn't hold it. She just likes me to shake this and so she can watch it and she gets entertained with that. If you watched my newborn essentials video, which I will link in the description box below, this thing, crinkly paper toy with like the ribbon tabs around the edges. Loves this. We use it every day. We use it for changing. Yeah. She's good on the change table. It's just for bedtime. She doesn't like getting dressed for bed, so we use this. And if she's, you know, particularly grizzly that day, this just helps to cheer her up. So we always, if we're going to someone's house, we'll chuck this in the bag because this is a sure winner to keep her happy. So moving on from that rattly themed noise toy, this one. Now this came with a play gym. Yes, play gym, play mat. Yeah, so this came with that, and it just, you know, one of those ones where they lie on their back and they have a few things that they hang above them. Now because it can be moved from the play gym to a bouncer, we would move it from both. And when Maddison went through, when she learnt that her hands could cause a reaction, she realised if she hit this little ball, it would make music like this. And to her, it was the best thing ever. And she would just sit there and just constantly bat this little ball and just make the noise. So for her, this is great. And she now knows obviously hitting this ball makes the music, so she'll do that. In the same play gym came this toy. Now you don't have to have this toy for your kid. I've looked for one that's not a hanging on for Maddison because she doesn't enjoy this, and it's this mirror. Oops, sorry, just shine it away from the camera so it's not glare, but you get the idea. It's a little mirror with a little lion face, and it just has these little lights that light up around it, and it hangs. So you can hang it from places. I've put it in front of her, like I've held it in front of her during tummy time, and she can see herself, and she just loves looking at herself in the mirror. It's amazing. They don't realise that it's them. They just see another baby and they get really excited. Not the same sort of excited when you are face to face with another baby, but yeah, she loves this mirror. So we do pack this when we go out sometimes, just for something easy and quick to look at. But I have been looking for another mirror that like probably stands up on its own, so she can look at it herself as well. Okay. Now this was a gift too, and it's a really full-on toy, I guess, and it's this little book. Now it's one of these electronic ones, and I'm just gonna make sure it's turned off just because they are really loud. So it's got like the little piano bits down the end, and it's got 2 different modes. So this one, which is a VTech one, has like a singing mode and a storybook mode, because it has nursery rhymes in it. So it has, you know, like Humpty Dumpty and Old MacDonald Had a Farm, Hey Diddle Diddle, all those kinds of, you know, kids nursery rhymes. So it makes lots of noises. You can press this. It you know, has little bits in it, and it just provides a little. I don't think she's actually interested in the story. She's probably just interested in the noises that it makes. So yeah, this is really good. We don't really use this that much, but it does get used because she does like things. As you can see, the theme is the things that make noise. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is something that I really enjoy, and it was really important for me to do this type of thing, is reading. Now, I love reading. My husband is not as much of a reader as I am, but he does understand the importance of reading to Maddison, even at this age. They say that babies can lip read by 6 months, and obviously the more that you talk to them and the more that you read to them, it helps them understand how to make the noises, how to make the sounds, to mimic. So I thought I would show you a book. So we use a lot of board books. She does have lots of other books, but I find that board books are a bit better at the moment, just because she is starting to like touch things and grab things, and I'd hate for her to rip the pages of a paper book. So I loved this book when I was a kid. So I got it in a board book from Maddison, and it's the Rainbow Fish by Marcus. I think it's either Pfister or Pfister or Pfister. It's Pfister. I didn't actually know that until I read this. So this is at 25 years of the Rainbow Fish, just to show you how old I am. Now, I do read a lot of books to Maddison, and she does like them, but I think she likes this one the most. And the reason I think she likes this one the most is because the fish has these sparkly scales. You can see in the camera there, and in front there. And I think she thinks it's sparkly, so I think that's why she likes it. So yes, reading books. We probably read maybe 1 or 2 books a day, and some days it's more. Depends on how much we're out of the house. But yes, definitely nice, easy, readable books with pretty pictures or like sparkly things. And the textured books, we do have a couple. I should have grabbed one. Like the This Is Not My Mummy, or This Is Not My range, and they have different things where you can feel them, and it's good for sensory development, for touch. And we do have a couple of those. She hasn't quite got the whole touching things, like the different textures on the book thing yet. She'll touch different things, but not quite in a book. She's more interested in looking at them at the moment, so that's why I really like this book and some of her other ones. So that's all the sort of things and toys that we use to keep Maddison entertained at the moment. I'm sure it'll all change when she sort of hits 6 months. When she gets a little bit big enough for things like her activity stations and her bouncer. She does have a bouncer, and it did say from 4 months, and I put her in it, and she's way too small and she wasn't a fan. So I've just shoved it in her room behind the camera. I've just shoved it in her room, and we'll try it again when she's a little bit bigger. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some useful tips on how to entertain a small baby, especially one that's just a little bit too small for bouncers and jumperoos and activity stations. And I will see you in my next video.